Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Diablo 2. We are actually going a little bit further into the Flare Jungle this time. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. I know I'm not, but this is the only act I absolutely hate. As far as like other kind of ARPGs I'm actually looking at possibly doing a Path of Exile playthrough. But obviously that's going to be kind of one of those I don't know too much about it kind of situations. So if you guys have like recommendations for builds or anything like that, I would greatly appreciate them. I will be taking a look at that. It's going to take longer for me to go through Path of Exile because simply it's a more expansive game. Probably going to be at least a 20 episode series if I had to guess, but I'm not entirely certain. Also, if I remember correctly, it does have plenty of procedural generation to keep you kind of on your toes as far as where things go. So yeah, we won't be doing too many of the like side kind of areas that don't have any purpose in it, but I would be going through pretty much all the like required areas to do all the quests and stuff like that I know of. Obviously, I probably will miss a few quests in it because, yeah, that's just how it is, but I will be doing what I can as far as what I know about it. So, yeah, I don't know how many or if any side quests are in it, but I do know that I actually played it through once with a Shadow, and I played it through once with a, the bow one, the Huntress. There we go. So I might play it through with one of those, or I might just play something that I've never tried on there before. I do like the bow on it. It's actually really kind of fun to play with, but yeah, it's hard in certain areas to actually, you know, complete whenever you don't have a melee tank. I actually had to bring in a friend to beat one of the bosses. I believe his name was Dominus. Yeah, so he could run up and beat on him while I was doing my range shenanigans, and that blood rain at him was a nightmare. So yeah, you'll get to see me fail plenty at that game. It's not too hard. The like initial difficulty on it is not hard until you get to Dominus. So that was one of the odd things about it. It's not as smooth of a transition as in Diablo 2, where you actually have just a smooth transition from like super easy to moderately difficult to hard. And they just took out my Heart of the Wolverine. There you guys go. You can beat him up too. But yeah, I think Diablo 2 actually has the better ramping of difficulty. Whereas Path of Exile is just super easy, super easy, super easy, what the hell. And I really do like the end boss of it. The end boss was very Diablo-esque as far as like its theme of just being a monstrosity that you kind of have to deal with. It was kind of awesome. Don't need to go back down there. Let's go ahead and run off over this way. We'll see. And actually, no, we shouldn't need to run down over there. We'll come back and check it if we absolutely need to. I can't believe I was that close to the spider cavern last time that, yeah, it was just like, please. We got another flawed ruby. We can make a normal ruby, which would be pretty good for our shield there, especially whenever we get to the Diablo kind of area. I'm going to go ahead and just keep pumping these guys. I want to get their life up to a decent amount. Probably... this guy's up to almost 3,000 life, but I want to get their life up to probably at least 800 or 900 if I ideally can. I don't know if it actually ever reaches that point, but you can see we're making pretty decent gains. Even 600 would be fine. I haven't tested this build out on high level, so I don't know what their limit is, but if I remember correctly, they can get up into the 1,000+ range, though, with enough points. So getting a lot of life on them and then using the bear to pump their attack might be kind of what we want to go for. We might even switch up and do our skill reset, actually dump into Oak Sage and make them just super tanks, but I'm not entirely sure if that will work out because the Oak Sage doesn't get a ton of life. He kind of crumbles in hell difficulty. So let's go ahead and drop that down. For now, I am going to stick with the Poison Creeper Direwolf plan, and then we'll dump points as we see fit. I am avoiding these two trees as far as what we're getting. We could turn into a werewolf if we wanted to, but yeah, I'm going to stick with just this one tree just for the challenge of it. Obviously, you can do some very tweaked builds that are insanely powerful if you want to, with just summon support. But we are not summon support. We are pure summon, which means that we don't want to be fighting these guys point blank. There you guys go. Boom. Come on, get off my face. There you go. And get nice and poisoned. And another thing is, whenever you're fighting these guys, it is actually a good idea not to run, because I forgot to actually swap those out. Let's do that real quick. I forgot to sell my stuff off screen, but we need to identify it first. but it's actually a good idea not to run because, you know, block chances and stuff like that can become an issue. And do we have anything in here? We do have a Demon Bite Sword. Is that even equipable by us? No, we're never going to reach that, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it. Let's go ahead and sell all kinds of things. Did he not identify? No, I didn't identify. Derp up! Oh, lordy. Let's see. That's going to be sell. I wish that had skills on it because it would have been better. If I had good skills on this, I would have so put Neftir into it. 18 life versus... Yeah, no. And we'll go ahead and sell that. That's not too good. That's not too good. So that's not terrible. We can make those rubies into something later on. We won't need it for this act, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw them in here just because. We'll use them later, and we do need to turn in this quest anyway. So, yeah, we got junk for runes here. Rawl might be decent fire resist as well. We do want lightning resist because, well, that's what Diablo's thing is. So let's talk to Meshif, and then we will go ahead and talk to our little friend up here, and he'll make us a life potion, which will boost us up just shy of 300 life, which is absolutely beautiful. I do like having a lot of life on these builds. You'll notice that I actually get up to base stats, and then I just dump in life. That's fairly common strategy in Diablo 2. It's not exactly something that any class doesn't do. The only one that might skip out on life is the Sorceress, and even then, if you have the gear, you actually don't need to put any into energy in the long run, so it gets a little bit awkward feeling in my opinion. So let's see. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. We can go back in. Don't have any more quests up here. We do need to look for the Flayer Dungeon. That's one reason why I'm peeking back over here. I'm just going to see if there's a possible little offshoot over here. There is not, so we are going to run away, and they're going to all just die down there. This guy can be killed by me, I think. Can I hit him? There we go. Lovely. Get off of me. Shoo! Go away. I don't like him anymore. Throwing choking gas potion, not interested. We'll grab the L rune. Why? Because we could do Ithaleth if we find it for a malice for our mercenary or something like that. It's not terrible, especially with a prayer mercenary. You can actually get away with that a lot more than you can with other kind of mercenaries, because the prayer counteracts just like straight up the malice side effect, and the malice side effect being a life loss effect. So that's not too bad. And you guys are going to have to kill that Flayer Shaman before he just decimates all of you, please. There you go. Focus on him. Focus on him. There you go. Good job. I don't like not being able to aim, and there was another path to the same place. We could have just cut through there, and it would have cut us a bunch of time, but we wouldn't have seen as to whether there was an offshoot over there. Vine, you're about to die, probably. Do I make the Pornhub joke again? No. I still find it hilarious that they bought Vine. What is it, 7-second porn? Yeah, I shouldn't make that joke on YouTube. I'm sorry. My apologies to you folks. You don't want to know these kind of things. Although it is still interesting news. Not really something you come here to hear about, but still. Let's see. Nova and Telekinesis. That probably sells pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I want to get up a little bit of gold so I can possibly gamble later on. One thing I haven't been showing you guys very often is when I do gamble. Honestly, I generally kind of restrict my gambling to very specific items. Like if I'm looking for good rings, I'll gamble a bunch on rings. If I'm looking for good helmets, I'll gamble a bunch on helmets. But I generally don't gamble too much to get, say, uniques or anything like that. It used to be a thing back in classic Diablo 2 because there was the drop order. After a little bit of research, there actually is not a drop order on the rings anymore. So you just kind of isolate them. So if you can get enough gold, you could still do the trick where you kind of isolate it down to just unique rings. But anytime you would have gotten the old unique rings, you'd, yeah, you just get it rare. So that's kind of how the drop system works. Sets, I believe, can drop multiple now in the same instance. Same instance being, say, for right now, if I never leave this game and I'm constantly getting more gold and constantly killing more stuff until I absolutely run out of any enemies whatsoever, the same thing won't drop twice if it's unique. It'll just drop rares instead. So if you're looking for like good rare amulets, you can kind of isolate the amulets. But at this point, there's actually just so many amulets in the game that, yeah. you're not going to really reach that just by killing enemies, unless you have really high magic find and really, really bloody good luck. Let's go ahead and drop out a new worm. There you go. Kill him. Champion Wing Nightmare. Not too bad. We do want to get the dagger, so let's keep going up this way. Hopefully we can find the branch off. It might actually be down here now, because we've gotten far enough away from the rest of the stuff, because it could be like right there. In fact, it might very well be, but we'll come back that way and look. We want to look up here just first, just real quick, see if we can find a spot that looks promising. It doesn't, so let's go ahead and duck down here and double check. You guys need to kill off all the little stabby guys, because I don't want to deal with them. I said I don't want to deal with you, so go the hell away, you little prick. There you go. Good job. And obviously, our wolves are doing a lot better than they were at the very beginning. A lot of people were seeing my early frustration, and you'll see that that frustration kind of abates as we get later into the gameplay here. So, yay. Go ahead and kill you guys. Let's see, is it going to branch off? And I can't really just run ahead on these little areas because they will massacre me because there's just so many of them. But that's not something that happened in the earlier areas of this. It's just something unique to the Flare Jungle section specifically. So we just don't want to get swarmed because they will corner you. And it's quite unsatisfying to be cornered by a bunch of flares. Can you guys go away? Shoot. There you go. We just kind of ducked in there, see that's not a path, and we're going to go ahead and just move forward, and that's going to be a dead end there. So we just need to keep going up. We will eventually have to find it, or we are going to just have the same dumb luck that we had in the last area, which was really crappy dumb luck. So let's go ahead and dump you guys off. There you go. Let's go ahead and get a few more of these going on there, and I think we might need to resummon the vine. Yeah, let's go and resummon Worm Boy. Pick up gold while they're killing stuff because, you know, laziness, and I want more gold. I don't really want more gold. It just doesn't bother me to have more gold. And we're going to have to swerve and duck and dodge and go through all this crap. There you guys go. Stag bow. That would be good for an Amazon. We might do a Boazon this time. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure whether I want to do one this time. But this season, I do need to still think of what Amazon I want to do and what Assassin I want to do. Because I've been kind of humming and hawing over those mentally lately. I'm not sure which one I want to do and whether I want to do it next or not. Because we've already done the Summoner Necromancer and the Summoner Druid. So next one would probably be... If we want to keep with the Summoner theme, I could go with a... trying to think what other ones have summoning. We could go a Hydra... Sorceress. We could go a Valkyrie Amazon. Oh no, I don't want to do a Valkyrie Amazon. Though that's a level 30 skill. That is absolutely horrible. I mean, the Shadow Assassin wouldn't be so bad, but I can't think of a good equivalent for the Paladin, and I can't think of a good equivalent for the Barbarian. I mean, we could do a Shout Barbarian, but that would be absolutely useless. We would be using just horse and stuff like that, which would be absolutely crap. Let's go grab that, and just move on through the entire, like, wasteland that is there. I don't think this is going to be the right way. This doesn't look like the right way. It looks like a side... Yeah, it's just a side dungeon kind of thing. Yeah, it's just off here, dead end, nothing to see here. Let's go ahead and move out. Our minions and mercenary are just going to do their thing. Let's go ahead and drop out a few more of these guys just behind us, just to slow them down just a little bit. Don't really have to stay in there. Don't know where our mercenary went. There he is. He's catching up the tail of the dogs. There we go. Keep on moving. You guys can kill that. It's just a couple guys, right? There you go. Oh, geez. Yeah, running past you guys. I am glad that I can run through my minions, that I don't have collision with them, because that would have been a bad situation if that was not the case. Because these guys are going to be a royal butt. So, yeah. Navigation. Lovely. I think the only place in Act 3 as far as navigation goes that I'm really, really, really not looking forward to is going to be the sewers, and that's going to probably be next episode. So, yeah, we get to look forward to that, as these guys will get trapped on either side of rivers throughout the entire place. You do notice that in the sewers, I don't go through the middle. Middle is not really the ideal place to be. simply because it's going to be just a convoluted mess of, well, rivers, and you just want to get to the things on the outside. Anyway, there isn't a way down in the middle ever. So, yay. Is that another ring? I will take another ring. Let's go ahead and drop some of you right next to that shaman. See if we can take it down real quick. Thank you. Just so we're not reviving these guys and having to deal with them multiple times, because that slows us down a great deal. We're still getting decent experience, probably because the player's aid thing, but still, we're still getting decent experience. I'm going to drink one of those just because I don't like being that low on mana just in case. We are almost leveled, but yeah, we're finding plenty. So it's not something that's actually that big of a deal. We'll grab the Grand Scepter, see if it's worthwhile. Yeah, it is actually worthwhile to sell. So we will be selling that in the very near future, and this looks like it might be the right place. Yes, it is. We've got the Gidbin there, and the Gidbin is going to be pretty easy to do for us because we're just going to have them drop on top of us, so that's not so bad. Let's get it up to 311, and we will get another point into this lovely little bastard. 427 life. I'm going to say I'll stop at 500 life before I start doing some grizzly points. These do get an increased damage. They don't get a high base damage, though, which is kind of sad. The Grizzly doesn't have a huge damage. He's going to start at 37 to 75. Spirit Wolves, if I remember correctly, are the attack and defense boosters. Yeah, okay, I see what it's doing there. So that gets attack and defense, and these get life boosts, and this one gives damage boosts. Okay. I see what we're doing now. I see what we're cooking with. Let's see, where is the summon of those guys? They're probably back. There they are. Take a while. Just slowly coming up on top of us. Now, this is usually where you'd get, if you're being rushed, this is actually a good place to get the, whatchamacallit, the figurine. Because you can just have someone warp you to this and actually just kill that guy for both the Gidbin and the figurine, but if it doesn't spawn, it doesn't spawn. So, it's usually the way that we did it back in the day. I don't know if they still do it that way on rushes. I don't even know if people are still regularly rushing. I would wager they are, because it's a mature game and there's only so many people left playing it. So you guys need to kill that. I'm not gonna even dive into the middle of all that crap. You just deal with it for me. Vine, what are you doing over there? Come over here and poison them. Thank you. Perfect spot on that one. Just poison everything, and you can see it's not doing a ton of damage. It's preventing healing, but it's not doing a ton of damage, but it's doing enough that it makes our guys a lot more capable of killing them before they die. Before our guys die, not them. So, come on, kill the flayers. I do like that most of the flayers in here are not ranged. Makes it a lot easier on you. But we do need to hurry up and get downstairs so I can actually, you know, get this before the end of the episode. Let's go ahead and put up a portal up here just in case. We shouldn't need it for emergencies, but just in case, it's always nice to have a safe route. Ducking back. There you guys go. Kill the flayer there, and you guys should be able to take the rest of these little buggers out now that you have the room to run. This guy is chasing me. Please make him stop. He scares me. He makes me sad inside. There you go. That one's blinded, so he's not going to be really messing with too much unless it messes with him, and that'll leave me free to kill like soul killers and stuff like that. Now, he might still be able to revive while... Ooh, there's a towel. We could make another stealth if we really wanted to, but... we're only missing an Ort as far as the shield goes, so we could possibly get a 3-socket shield and just do a Rowlort Towel, which is Ancient's Pledge. Otherwise, we're not going to see it until Act 5. We will most definitely be making it in Act 5 unless something terrible happens. So let's go ahead and see all these dark shapes kind of just linger. Yeah, they're not doing too great fighting off the physically resistant guys, but yeah, we're fine. Let's go ahead and drop another Raven. Let's see. I'll take another mana potion. We got plenty of drops here. It's kind of a lot. So let's just throw stuff in here. Boop, 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 boop. And reorganize our inventory just a little bit so we can actually carry stuff. I'm going to go ahead and drink that and get that over there. There we go. We're running out of room in our inventory, but I'm not too concerned about that. There's nothing here that I really absolutely need to, you know, use. And I forget the spawning rules of this area. We just need to look for the stairs and not get killed by a bunch of angry midgets. Because getting killed by angry midgets sucks. So, ducking on back. I'm gonna take a drink while they're fighting that. Ah, lovely. Nice little war sword there. Show us your war sword. Rah! Okay. Ooh, ow, ow. That's what I'm talking about, getting cornered by those guys. That hurts just a little bit. But yeah, our lovely friends are not actually going after the Water Watcher because they can't figure out the path to him. That's one of the reasons why we are going to just have to kill him ourselves. Do I not have room in there? I do not have, because I didn't sell that. We're throwing that on the ground because it keeps getting in my way. There we go. That's more like it, and we'll throw these in there as well, just to get them, you know, out of the way. Grand Charm, I probably shouldn't be picking those up and checking them. They're not going to be very useful. Ow! I'm not paying close enough attention, and I just ran into the middle of those guys. But they're not very useful on any difficulty until you get to like possibly early hell, late nightmare, and then you want to start picking them up just for skill charms, but 90% of the time they're just going to be crap. But skill charms are actually kind of useful if you are going to do this build later on, because they'll give you the plus skills to summons that keeps you from having to invest all the points in summons to make them useful. It's one of those things where I want to put as few points into my main thing as possible. And I think the stairs are going to be right around over here. There's a refilling shrine I will gladly take. Is this the stairs? Please let it be the stairs. This is the stairs. Yay, we're on level 2. I forget whether this is a 2 level or 3 level as well. It's been that long since I played it, so yay. We'll throw some ravens in there just to deal with them as well. We kind of got them choked off at the doorway there. So it's not too bad. I want to get this, I believe it's the brain or the heart. It's one of those. What part are we grabbing here? We're getting the brain. So I want to get the brain before the end of the episode. I like how it automatically updates the next part for us. That's actually kind of nice and useful. And we do want to put this in here instead of that. We'll do that, that, and that. There we go. Just getting rid of the junk before we absolutely, you know, are worried about it. And we will get rid of another one. Let's toss that. We'll toss it down here and use these small ones as our non-emergency ones. Go ahead and drop another one of you guys out. What are you doing just waiting over there? You can come down over here and fight him. You're just kind of chilling, aren't you? Okay, fine. You just do your chill thing, mercenary. Oh, he's fighting something finally. Yay! Go mercenary. You're not a completely worthless piece of crap. There you go. What'd you kill? I don't even know what he killed over there. He just wandered off and killed something. Good job. We've got a boss there. Lightning enchanted. We got plenty of dark shapes here, and these are going to be a little bit of a nightmare, so I might actually just duck out. Can we duck out? Can we successfully duck out is the question. We might not be able to. Is this the duck out? Please let that be this. That's not the stairs. Is the stairs over here? The stairs are over here. There we go. We ducked out. So let's find that brain. This is going to be one of those that you just have to wander around the entire area until you find it. You can memorize the path here because this is a fixed format one, but it's a nightmare. You still have to pass through this kind of big middle room, but I'm not sure the path that it wants us to take through it. Hi, poison guy. Not as many enemies on this floor. That's kind of one of the reasons that last floor kind of gave me the clue that there's going to be a third floor to kind of duck out to. It's just because we had a bunch of enemies on it, and there aren't a bunch of enemies on the actual floor with the brain. So we duck through here, and let's go ahead and summon some wolves in there. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll use one of these mana potions and just get a bunch of guys in there. There we go. We'll just throw that down in there for now. And I think, nope, these are not minions. So that's just going to be a normal group of enemies, but still good to just throw them in there and make sure they kill it effectively before we actually have to deal with it ourselves. I would rather fight as few enemies personally as possible. It's kind of the goal of a summoner in general. So we got a duck up here, and I have a feeling up there is going to be the spot. I'm not positive, though. It might actually just be back up there behind the door. I don't have this one memorized, so deal with it. Deal with it, fools. Don't need that. I'm just kind of like going through my inventory, just da-da-da-da-da. You guys can kill all the things for me. Good job. You killed all the things for me. Now let's move. That is not the gold chest. I have a feeling it's going to be a wander across kind of thing. So let's see. Go ahead and kill them, and I shall move past you. These are not bosses. We're still not to the good spot yet. And it does look like this just leads straight across to that. Chances are we'll be unlucky and hit a dead end somewhere in here somewhere. So, casket, dodge. Get a few of these guys dead. Where are you? There you are. Let's go ahead and summon some ravens next to him. And we lost one of our wolves. There you go. You're back. Okay, bite him in the ass. There you go. Chipped Ruby out of his ass. Okay. We will take your butt gems. Oh, yuck. Okay, there they are. Let's go ahead and summon a few of these guys up there. We'll do another mana thing, and these guys should be able to charge in there and just take care of them willy-nilly. There is a tier rune. That might be semi-useful. Don't have a Neff to go with it, but yeah. They're taking down the Witch Doctor relatively quickly. We will walk over here and loot through their crap while they are doing that. And that should be another episode of Diablo 2. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And between this time and next time, I'm going to find my way out of here. Keep gaming, have fun. Peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.